What is going on, everyone? BouseFeenux here, and today, at long last, we're taking a look at a game I've been waiting 2 years for. Shadow Warrior 2 by Devolver Digital and Flying Wild Hog. Now, I've put a few hours into the game so far, and I'm so excited about it that I wanted to make a quick overview video for you all with some of my thoughts on the game so far. So, let's dive in. Starting with the basics, Shadow Warrior 2 is the sequel to the Shadow Warrior reboot released in 2013 and stars hapless ninja wannabe Lo Wang. The game takes place several years after the event of the first game and more or less picks up where the story left off. Demons walk amongst the living and the world isn't quite the place it used to be. Gameplay-wise, Shadow Warrior 2 is a first-person shooter with strong melee elements. Now that I've got all that textbook aside, let's talk about how fucking awesome this game is. Firstly, the combat feels amazing. There's a physics system in place that shows real-time damage on your enemies. You can cut body parts off, blow out chunks of flesh from your enemies, and just generally wreak havoc on your foes. To get the full effect of how this feels, you've really just got to play the game, to be honest. This is one of the very rare occasions that the actual gameplay feels better in-game than it looks on any of the official trailers. Now, I'm running Shadow Warrior 2 on PC on a GTX 1070, and I know that's a high-end card, but Jesus, this game runs well. It looks gorgeous on Ultra, and the level of detail in the weapons and in the environments is extremely immersive. For some weird reason, though, some of the character models look a little lackluster, like this guy. The fuck is up with him? Anyway, the story and dialogue are as hilarious as ever, and if you played any of the Shadow Warrior games, you pretty much know what to expect, and so far, I haven't been disappointed. As a matter of fact, I've always thought of Lo Wang as some kind of Asian Deadpool, so if you're into that sort of humor, you're gonna love the dialogue in this game. As for improvements and additions over the original Shadow Warrior, firstly, I'd like to say that the game just feels more polished overall. Flying Wild Hog has a really solid formula with the first game, and they've really just improved on it as a whole with the second title. Everything feels more responsive, the gun and sword play are a lot more satisfying, the sound design is way better and more detailed. I mean, you really can't ask for much more, but they gave it to us anyway. There's a ton of new stuff added in this installment to give players a deeper experience. Firstly, there's quite a few RPG mechanics I've noticed so far. There's tons of different weapons to collect, and so far they all feel pretty unique and satisfying to use. On top of all that, all your weapons can be upgraded by various modifiers like fire damage, critical chance, piercing bullets, and so on that drop from enemies. There's also a level up mechanic to improve Lo Wang's various chi spells and abilities. Now, I know that a lot of the stuff was in the first game, but like I've said, the devs have really taken this formula and expanded on it tenfold. I mean, the game almost feels like it took influences from games like Borderlands, Dead Island, or Dying Light. You've got the damage numbers on the screen, the enemies generated with random buffs and resistances, etc. Another thing that I noticed is that if it has that kind of formula, I can definitely see a high potential for replay value, especially with the co-op. On the topic of co-op, I haven't actually gotten to try it out yet, but if you guys want, I'd love to do some co-op gameplay videos of this game with some of my buddies, so if you'd be interested in seeing that, let me know in the comments below. But that's gonna do it for me now, though. I really want to get back into playing this game, so if you guys would like to see more Shadow Warrior 2 content, let me know in the comments. I'd love to continue covering this game, and the multiplayer looks like it's going to be amazing. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like down below, and if you're new here, get subscribed for more gaming content. Until next time, I'm BouseFeenux. I'll see you at the next video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.